New question, the member from Davenport.
Thank you, Speaker, and my question is for the Minister of Education. Our government recognizes that schools are the hubs of our communities across Ontario. They are places where children gather to learn and play. Since 2003, our government has invested about $13.5 billion in school infrastructure, including 758 new schools and more than 735 additions and renovations. In addition, last April, our government announced $120 million in new funding dedicated to building safe, high-quality, licensed childcare spaces in schools across the province. I understand that so far $90 million has been allocated, resulting in almost 3,200 new licensed childcare spaces coming soon to communities across Ontario. Minister, I was pleased to join you during Education Week to make an important announcement at the Waterfront School, a vibrant community hub here in Toronto. Speaker, through you to the Minister, please tell this House how our government...
I stand, you sit. Minister of Education.
Yes, thank you, Speaker, and I want to thank the member for her important advocacy for community hubs, including the Bloor-Dufferin site in her riding. Our government is committed, Speaker, to supporting the use of schools as community hubs, which integrate a range of needed services under one roof to better serve the communities. This year, Ontario is investing nearly $90 million to expand childcare and child and family support services in schools and create spaces in schools for community use. As part of this investment, our government will provide $20 million to create spaces for new childcare and family support programs in schools, $18 million to retrofit existing space within schools to open up more childcare, $50 million to renovate surplus schools, or surplus school space to make it available for new community hubs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Minister, it is great to hear our government continues to improve community access and increase services offered in schools. Ontario's nearly 5,000 schools offer the ideal location for community hubs, as many of them are the heart of their community. As the Minister referred and mentioned, the Bloor-Dufferin site in my riding of Davenport as a great example of a great location for a vibrant community hub. And the one that we visited during Education Week, the Waterfront School, a vibrant community hub that also includes a neighbourhood centre, school and child centre all in one location. All these investments are part of our government's economic plan to build Ontario up and deliver on its #1 priority, growing the economy and creating jobs. Minister, can you tell us, including my constituents in Davenport, how our government is making it easier for community partners to create community hubs in schools?
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you. One of the things we're doing is we're expanding eligibility for school capital funding to include building replacement space for community partners in new schools or additions if the original school where their community hub was located is closed. Some of the other things we're doing, Speaker, is making it easier for community partners to create community hubs by giving them additional warning if they could have a future opportunity to purchase or lease surplus school space. We've added to the list of people who will be notified. The list now includes local health integration networks, children's mental health agencies, First Nation and Métis organizations, and in Northern Ontario, district social service administration boards. They told us that only municipalities were notified. We've added the DSABs at their request. We're also making sure that they have longer to respond. All these organizations will have an additional 90 days so that they have longer to try and work out arrangements with the school board.